Hey guys, how's it going? It's Woody HD and welcome back to the Wolverhampton Wanderers career mode season review and the future and what's going to happen next. We win the championship season. We finished top of the league, promoted as champions to the Premier League by one single point. And what a crazy season it was. Ups and downs, it had plenty of that. It had that in abundance. Start of the season, we were absolutely on fire. I think we won like 5 or 6 of the first games, and then it started to dip, and then it started to go down. We had a little inconsistent patch, win-lose, getting results, getting points, throwing away points. A prime example of that was the Sheffield Wednesday game where we were 2-1 up in the 90th minute. I kicked it out, and Fletcher, I passed it out, and he scored, and we dropped 2 points there. We had little dips in forms, little odd moments, some cracking goals scored against Cooper, of course, for Leeds. Got a draw for Leeds against us with a cracking finish and a few amazing goals that we couldn't really keep out, to be fair. But then we started getting good again. We started improving towards a January transfer window. Signed Ivan Toney, signed Lookman, signed a few others, signed Kobe Arthur, and they've done pretty well for us since they joined us. Some have played more than others, of course. And then we hit the brick wall. Then we hit the wall. We just hit the wall. We could not do anything. We kept losing. We kept dropping points. I think we had a game, I think it was Barnsley, where we won 1-0 in the middle of that, and we thought, here we go, we're getting back to it. And we kept on losing, kept on dropping points, and the only reason we were still up towards the top of the league after all that was our early season form, because we were bad. We were really bad. And the worst of all season was probably that Brentford game, and they finished 3 points outside the playoffs. 3-0, the worst performance I've ever seen. We were absolutely diabolical. I've never been so angry in a career game in my life. Oh, that was ridiculous. That was an awful, awful game. That was shocking, and we bounced back after that. We beat Birmingham 4-0, and then we started going again. Then we started picking up points, 1-0s, 2-0s. Then we started grinding out results. We had a little blip, I think it was against Ipswich. Or Blackburn, was it Blackburn, where we lost. And the crazy thing about it all is I thought there were 48 games, not 46 games. And we'd already been promoted, and I was still going, oh, there's 2 games left, there's 1 game left. No, we were already promoted. And yet I still couldn't believe it. I was worrying over nothing because we were already promoted. So let's go back to where it all began. Left Bristol City, sacked by Bristol City, even though we didn't have a poor start to the season. Kicked it off a 3-1 win over Rotherham. The cup. What a story the cup was. What a story that was. I can't remember which cup it was now. EFL Cup, I think it was. We got all the way to the semi-finals and lost on away goals, I think, to Arsenal, even though we beat them 1-0 at the Emirates in the second leg. The first leg we should have won. We had a lifeline right at the end when Zyro scored, and we should have won that. And you never know, we could have had 2 trophies this season. But we ended up semi-finals of the EFL Cup, which is a massive achievement in our first season. The other tournament, of course, we beat Spurs on penalties. That was insane. We drew with Cardiff City, but went through, I think, again on penalties. Then we beat Leyton Orient 2-0, and then it was on to Arsenal. There it is. What happened in that game? We should have won that. We should have gone to the second leg with it, and we beat Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium and lost on away goals. Absolutely gutting. Of course, the worst performance of the season, there it is, that 3-0 loss to Brentford was absolutely shocking. But a semi-finals of the EFL Cup, to win the league, it's a pretty damn good first season. But the question remains still, of course. We went up with Newcastle, a point ahead in the end. The gap got big. In the end, 7 points to Aston Villa. Norwich fell off the pace as well. I don't even know if the playoffs have started yet. I have absolutely no idea. Championship playoffs, there it is. Nottingham Forest played Norwich, Wigan played Aston Villa. So that's how it's looking there. We'll find out in a minute now who's going to go up with us, who's going to join us and Newcastle in the Premier League as the playoff winners. But as we move this on a little bit now, let's take a look at how the squad report looked in the end. Naki Wells finished, I think, 4th in the goal scoring charts with 15 goals in for the season. Akemi, 21 clean sheets. What a season he had. 21 clean sheets in 46 games. 3 clean sheets in the EFL Cup and a clean sheet in the Emirates FA Cup. What a season he had in terms of pretty much half the games he had clean sheets in. Iorfa was a massive boost. He went up +5 on the season. He was brilliant. Courtney House, another good one, who we lost for a long time due to injury. 31 games, he played 14 clean sheets, he went up by 2. Ayala, very good signing, one of our most expensive signings. Then we have 5 million from Middlesbrough. He was very good at the back as well. Adebayo, who we signed from Hull for 3 million, very impressive, went up by 3. Oniagwe and Williams are battling for that CDM. Oniagwe usually came out on top, although he did have quite a few injuries. Ola John, mixed season injuries, but 4 goals. Kobe Arthur did pretty well, even though he had 1 goal and 1 assist. He was pretty good. Only 325,000 he cost us. He's going to be a big one for the future. Texera, who's on loan, was the second choice, but did well when he came in. Naki Wells, 15 goals, 7 assists. Total of 15 goals and 9 assists in 48 games. The top scorer, absolutely brilliant. Dicko, before his injury, was very, very good. After it, not so good. He got 12 goals in total. Danny Williams did well. Silvio did well. Lookman, who we signed, hopefully will be a good prospect. The same as Tony. Wallace did very well. Doherty, we put him in centre-back and left-back. A few different positions. Both Jackson got injured towards the end of the season. He wasn't too bad when he played. Bakari, quick, but not brilliant. I mean, he was alright at times. He didn't get a single goal. He had 4 assists. Missed quite a few good chances. We might have to move him on. He's not the best, even though he's only 18. Deslanders, he played right at the start of the season and then didn't play it at all then. Is he going to stay? Is he going to go on? Maybe we'll get rid of him as well. Collins, there he is, Helder Costa. 7 goals, 9 assists. He's got a broken ankle. He'll be fit in 3 months' time. Do we sign him permanently? The question is, are we even going to stay on yet? We don't know. Even Carolero, he was injured in the middle of the season, but he was fantastic when he played. He was absolutely brilliant. We played him up front as well. He's got a broken ankle. Fit again in 2 weeks. Saville, who had that amazing goal on his first start of the season. Graham did pretty well when we played him. Zyro was like the hidden gem when he came on and got some crucial goals for Bath. Did pretty well. And the rest didn't really play. Quite a few players going back, of course. We forget that a lot of this team who were insane are not our players. Remember. And there it is. Costa, Texera, Stearman, Borthwick, Jackson and John all are going back to their clubs. Stearman didn't play like a single game. Borthwick Jackson wasn't really that influential. John, Texera, and especially Costa. Even though Costa is a left-right winger on this game, he played cam pretty much the entire season. I think that's why his morale was content when he was asked if he was happy because he was playing out of position, but he did very, very well in that position. He's going to be worth a lot though, even though we played well within this season. His value has gone up dramatically. Henry Ebakawe, Saville, he's departing. He is already going. He's not staying. Gladden and Ebakawe and Henry are going to go. Collins, we might keep Collins. He's only 19 years of age. Hunt, I'm going to get rid of. He didn't play at all this season. Wells, Alexander, he's going to stay with the team. Zyro, Graham, Clark, Deslanders. I don't think we're going to keep Deslanders. Add him to the transfer list as well. Wells, Alexander, Zyro, Graham, Clark can stay. Oniagwe's definitely staying. Dicko's staying. Williams, Wallace, Cavallero, Lonigan, Arthur, Odebajo, Ayala, Tony, Doherty. They're all staying. House, Bath. Bath, I'm not too sure because he's really slow. Is Bath? We want a bit more pace. We'll add him to the transfer list. Iorfa, Doherty, House. Keme staying. Ola John and all these guys are going back. Contract's running out for Silvio. Might have to make a contract extension offer. Ebanks Landell is loaned out. We haven't used him at all. Let's take a quick look at that contract situation. As he said, departing. Saville is not staying. He's gone. We can't even offer him a new contract now. He's not available for negotiation. We left it too late, I think, on him. Silvio was pretty good. I have to say Silvio was decent. Silvio was very decent when he played. He wants 30,000. We're going to offer that to him because we've got a bit to play with here. And I'll get the 2-year contract. Important first-team player. So we'll get Doherty, Lonigan, Alexander, Clark, and then Akemi, Gladden, and Bakari, Graham, Zara. All these guys don't really need to offer contract extensions at the moment. Silvio, Saville, Brunswick, Henry. I don't really need to offer any of these at the moment. So let's move this on a little bit and see what happened maybe in the playoff situation. Player returning from injury. Danny Bath wage concerns, well, we're trying to sell him anyway now. Silvio's accepted, so there we go, we got him on a new contract. Even Carolera's back in the training sessions. This is a great chance. This is one of the prime opportunities of the season to improve the player development. So here we go then, let's see how, out of interest, who interested to see who gets the championship players. There we are. There are the rounds. Norwich go through, I think, 3-2 on aggregate. And Aston Villa go through, I think, 3-1 on aggregate. So I think it is, yep, it's Norwich against Aston Villa in the final of the championship playoffs. The two teams who are chasing us right until the very end. And that's on the 5th of the 6th, so we'll have a look at that. But we so lucky we didn't have to go through those bloody playoffs, because they would have been a nightmare. You don't want to go through the playoffs with all those extra games. We didn't want to go through the playoffs in the end. But we're still carrying on with this player development as we push towards to see what they're going to say at the end of the season. Get a few of these in. This is obviously, as I said, crucial time. This and the start of next season, if we get it, that we need to do this. So here we go. Looks like we're about to find out a few things. Loans expired, but Steeman's going back. Player contract expiring. James Henry, Ethan Eva, Landell. We're actually going to check here if we have the possibility to sign these guys on a permanent deal. Terminate loan. No, we can't at the moment. I'm not sure if we can. If we go to transfer negotiations, can we actually... Successful negotiations, Cavallero. Where's the rest of them? Unsuccessful negotiations, transfer received, successful negotiations. Alright, they're not there. So I don't know how you do that. Oh, let's check. Oh, I think it's not the 5th though, I think it was, wasn't it? It was the playoff final. Youth squad, you know, to report, next transfer window. I don't really want to get rid of him though. I don't want to get rid of Zyro, because he was pretty good. So we need to go through. We're not on track board. Yeah, I think that's all all to do with the bloody. That's all to do with the youth. May not hit our mark. How to grow it financially? How else do we grow it financially? Let's check this. Let's check that actually, because board expectations. There we are. We got promotion within 2 seasons. Getting all around promotion. We did that. That doesn't matter. Grow club worth by 100%. How seasons remaining 3? Well, we got more seasons to do that. We got that 23.5. Oh, we got 3 seasons to do that. Oh, that is close. And we got to keep a streak of 85% of 5 consecutive home matches. We did that. So just 1 or 2 we're missing out on at the moment. So of course we already realised we've got contract expiring. Let's have a look. I think it's already happened. What happened in the final? Chelsea won. Oh, the EFL Cup was won by Middlesbrough. Won the EFL Cup. The Emirates FA Cup was won by Chelsea against Liverpool. I don't think we got very far in that one. There, of course, there it is, where we just lost to Arsenal. And Aston Villa beating Norwich, and Norwich, who was so close at one point to getting into the top 2, have now got to do another season in the Premier League. So it's Aston Villa, Newcastle and ourselves that are promoted to the Premier League. So here we go. I think we're about to find out what's going to happen. Of course, there's the transfer window. We've completed all the off-season now, pretty much, and we've got a lot of player development in, which is exactly what we needed. We're about to find out. I think they'll probably do a season review. Of course, we won the league. We got semi-finals of the EFL Cup, promotion to the Premier League as champions. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know what they're going to say. I don't think they're going to say something about the youth who might have to improve that this season, because we didn't really concentrate on it. We hit quite a few objectives. So the age thing, where they want the age down, we just about missed out on that. So we're about to find out what's going to happen here. Of course, most of our main players, our starting players, etc., our big players are all got contract extensions now. We did that, of course, right just before the end of the season. So Texera, Costa, Ola John, and Ivan Landell have all gone back. Manager award received. Uglan for me, the excellent performances. At Wolves have won you Manager of the Season. We won Manager of the Season award. That is absolutely brilliant. We're going to end the season. End of season review. Now that we come to an end, the board will meet with while we didn't achieve what we believe that overall is satisfactory, hope we will do better next year and feel that you were the right man for, and we're still the right man for the job. So there we are. It looks like we are going to stay on with Wolves into this next season. We won Manager of the Season. That is absolutely unreal. In our first season, Wolves champions. It couldn't have gone much better, really. And now we are in the Premier League. What is going to happen this season? They probably expect us to go down or to be down the lower end of the table. Our first season, only our second season with the team, and our first season in the Premier League. What a challenge this is going to be. The expectations are probably not going to be as big, which means there'll be a little bit less pressure on us. But hopefully we can start the season as we did last season, get a few results, and get moving up the table. What do I want? First season, obviously, I'd love, I'm trying, I want to get a lot, I want to be pushing for European football and stuff like that. Maybe first season, I don't know, I don't know, I'd like to be at least mid-table, at least 10th by the end of the season, maybe around that mark, we can push on maybe a little bit towards Europa League. I'd like to be up there, I'd like to cause a massive upset here. We have no idea, of course, there's 20 teams. Won't make the same mistake I made last season. 38 games in the season. So we will find out, of course, I think it's 10 less or 8 less than the Championship season, so it's not as long. But now in the next video, guys, we start the transfer. All the transfer rumours, all the transfer business. Let me know down below, guys, who you think I should sign, who you think I should get rid of. Of course, we've got a lot of players already on the transfer list. I don't know how much money they're going to give me here. We're going to find this out now. But who should I sign? Who's a good bargain? Some young bargains, some experienced bargains, some decent players we can sign. Who are we going to try and sign? Maybe I'll go back to the Championship to try and sign some of the best players from last season. I don't think I've signed anybody yet from abroad. I've only signed anybody from the Championship and the lower leagues. So maybe I'll have to stretch it out a bit now. We'll do the scouting network. This is one of the most fun times of the season. The season hasn't started. There's no pressure on us yet. Can we keep players? I got a feeling we are going to get a lot of offers for our players because we've just improved them a hell of a lot in the off seasons as well. So, some of them like House his value's gone up by like 145%. I think we're going to get a lot of offers here. Naki Wells, House, Ayala, De Baggio, Oniagwe, Cavallero. I'm expecting a lot of offers. Would we accept any of them? That's the question. We could ask for big money if we haven't got that much to spend. So let's take a look here. Important transfer information. How much have we got? That is the big question. Let's go once and then we'll stop sim. I'll go past the day. Pre-season tournament like decline. We won't do that. Yeah, we won't do that. We're not going to do this the start of season. Maybe next season. I just want to get on with this one. Players left the club. Saville, of course, has left. He's gone to QPR. At least it's not somebody in our league. So there it is. There are the teams. Look at that. And there's us right at the bottom. Wolverhampton Wanderers. This is it. The Premier League is here. What's board expectations, etc.? Premier League, avoid relegation. That's our main objective. And reach the round of 32 in the Emirates FA Cup. Reduce player wages by 17,000 a week. We're on course for that anyway. Within 3 seasons, yeah, increase and bring that down. Youth development. What, did I say something about? I'm sure I said something about the stadium then, didn't it? Increase season ticket holders by at least 10% of the stadium's capacity. So I don't know. Let's check one of the most important things. How much have they given us? How much have they given us? That is the big question here. I don't think they're going to give us too much. No, they're not. 5.8 million. and 61,000 in wages. I didn't expect them to give us a massive amount, even though we were champions. You know, we're not a huge club, so I didn't expect them to give us massive amounts. But of course, we have the chance to sell players. I've got a lot of players on the transfer list at the moment. You know, that's a lot of wages. That's 40,000, probably 50,000 in wages there. And we can make a lot of money from these guys as well. I don't think there's anyone else I want to get rid of at the moment. Not a bad Joe Tony, Dodie, House, I offer a Kemi, no. But of course, we've lost Costa, we've lost our 2 starting centre attacking midfielders. We've lost Ola John, so we'll have to sign a cam, a winger. But what is going to happen? This is going to be insane. Next video, we're going to finally, hopefully, try and get some players in. But guys, that was the end of season review. What a season it was. Looking forward to this one. Guys, thank you for watching. As I said, like the video and subscribe so you don't miss any videos of our first season in the Premier League. What's going to happen, who knows. But let me know who I should sign, get rid of, etc. in the comments below. But thank you for watching. I've been Woody HD. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.